Okay, so we've got the expansion adapter installed into our PC1 now. You can see that we've got the J2 connector lined up. When you plug it in, obviously make sure that you get these pins lined up exactly correctly on both the J2 and the J8 line over at the back. And then push down gently. Just feel for any resistance. If there's anything in the way, you'll feel it. Don't force it. Usually these things should slot in pretty cleanly, especially if you do use the double stack feature. If you're not planning on using the lower expansion slot, you can definitely just single stack it. That's fine too. Really depends on what you want to do with it. In this case, the lid will go on. In fact, I think even the shield will go on, but remember there will be that cutout over here for the non-existent battery pack for the non-existent real-time clock on the PC1. So be careful of that if you are wanting to put the shield back into position. I actually can't put the lid on mine because my floppy disk drive power splice is actually too short, and there's no good way to get this to plug in with the lid on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a longer one of these that will allow me to tuck this connector in somewhere else on the motherboard, but for today I'm sort of stuck with this particularly short one. And then over on the back here, we can turn the camera around, we can see here's our power connector for the board. So we've spliced into the floppy disk drive power, and then we're going to plug that in again. Like I said, being very careful to make sure that we have it in correctly. Red at the back, yellow at the front. Make sure that 5 volt is connected to the right power pin, so that there's no drama when we power this up. So just check one more time, make sure everything looks nice and snug. Make sure that there's everything's plugged into the right connector, and we should be good to try it. Alright, there we go. We booted it up. It found the xt-ide and we booted up into MS-DOS 6. And now we can check to see if our sound card works. Now you'll notice on the second line of my auto exec here that we actually have that Adlib sound. That's bringing in the Adlib sound driver into DOS. A little bit confusing. It confused me for a while. I'd read various places that you didn't need a driver with the OPL3 sound card, the OPL2 sound card, but you do. The resound test program will work with the card without the driver in place, but Adlib certainly, or games will not recognize it as being an Adlib compatible card unless you actually have the driver in place. And there we are, Atari PC1 playing the Adlib test program. Now let's try Prince of Persia.